going up a slight grade. Ooh, what's that I see in the back? There's a red car behind me. I might try something. Let this red car pass and see if I can recreate the scene from the movie Duel. Okay, let's go! Hello! This is the Peterbilt 351 mod add-on. What you're looking at here is American Truck Simulator. And the reason why I've picked a mod truck to showcase American Truck Simulator is because I like old things and old trucks and stuff like that. So I figured, what better way to show off this game than to drive this awesome old beast. So here we are in American Truck Simulator. We are just outside Bakersfield, and we are going to be driving. I'm just going to see, just playing with the brakes there. We are going to be driving to Tonopah, I believe it is. So let's get going, because I've got a few things to show. Those of you who are familiar with Euro Truck Simulator, American Truck Simulator, which is what I'm playing right now, is quite similar in a lot of respects, but there have been some improvements as well. I'm just showing off the air brake simulation physics here. I'm just bleeding all the air out of the brakes, and you can see there's a little message there that says low air pressure. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, yes, so as I was saying, this is American Truck Simulator. I'm going to be doing a quick little drive today. Not really going to be delivering any freight as such. Just going to be having a bit of fun, to be honest, and just seeing if I can get out of this fog. The wheels are spinning a little bit. I do like the way they've modelled the unlocked differentials in this game, so you can actually get yourself into trouble. Anyway, let's get going. So we're going to hang a left here. So this truck, this mod truck I guess you could call it, is not new by any stretch, but I think it's only just recently been released for American Truck Simulator. I'm not sure if any porting had to be done or whether it's just compatible with American Truck Sim. I don't take any credit for this truck, by the way. I'm just showcasing it here because I thought it'd be cool to drive a nice old Peterbilt in American Truck Simulator. And so here we are, waiting. I've put a few little... oh, there we go. Thank you, sir. Us truckers look after each other. Okay, so this has got the 18-speed Spicer transmission. So just working my way through the gears here. The trailer is also a mod as well. I'm going to be putting the links to both of these mods, both the truck and the trailer, in the description. So feel free to download and have some fun, like I'm doing here. Now, those of you who are familiar with the movie Duel from the 1970s by Steven Spielberg, I think that was his first production. This truck is almost the same thing, almost the same model. The truck in the movie was the 281. This is the 351. So this version has the twin driving axles, whereas the movie version only had a single driving axle and a tag axle or a dummy axle behind that. Anyway, just going to be seeing if I can find any trouble out on the roads here in America. So heading, I guess you could say this is the region of Nevada or thereabouts in the game, and I thought it'd be quite fitting to drive this truck on these lonely desert highways, or somewhat lonely. We've got a bit of a crowd behind us at the moment. But yes, this truck isn't very powerful. Listen to that exhaust brake there. I am actually driving using the Logitech G27 as well. So I'm actually clutching, braking, accelerating using the H shifter, and there's actually 2 buttons for the splitter on the gears for this truck. So you've got 1 to 6, then you split, you go 7 to 13, I think it is. No, 7 to 12. I think that's right. And then the last range split is 13 to 18. So reason why I'm lugging along here in quite a high gear is because we're almost out of fuel. So there's a fuel stop coming up on the left here. I'm actually meant to be turning left here to get to Tonopah, but I'm going to stop here and get fuel first. So let's do that. Okay, so just going to reverse into the fuel station here. Oops, got someone waiting for us to get out of the way because we've completely blocked the entrance to the fuel stop. Whoops. And those of you again who are familiar with the Duel movie, this is kind of a hardback because both the protagonist and the truck driver pulled up to get fuel early on in the movie, and that's what I'm doing now as well. Only there's no Red Valiant to be seen anywhere. I gave the color scheme kind of the same thing as the movie Duel as well. Obviously this truck is way more shiny, and so is the trailer. But there's an idea. Someone should actually make a nice rusted paint scheme or patina for this game, for this truck. If I've got the time and inclination, maybe I'll do it myself. Okay. Just stopped at the fuel stop. Let's get some fuel. So as you can see, they've modeled the landscape very well, and the truck just fits right in. Okay, so just going to get some fuel now. I believe they're charging over $2 per gallon for diesel. I've added an additional side mirror there next to the hood, as you can see in front of us there, little round mirror. That helps a lot when you're driving, along with your standard mirrors, of course, as well, as you can see there. The interior I've put a few little modifications in there. A little bag item on the passenger seat floor there, you can see. GPS comes with it. There's a few other bits and pieces you can add too. Let's get going. Let's make sure we're neutral. Whoops. Okay. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to show the map just real quick. So there's Bakersfield. Here we are right here at this fuel stop. We have to go back up the road, up here, hang a left, and then we're going all the way up the lonely desert highway to Tonopah. And we're just gonna visit Tonopah basically and just see what happens along the way. So hopefully it's a good trip, and hopefully we don't drive off any cliffs. Okay, here we go. I'm quite smitten with this truck. It's got that nice old world charm, and there's 2 different dashboards available, or interiors available for this truck, but I've chosen the older style. Just paying for the fuel there. Older style dashboard. Whether or not that's realistic or not, I'm not too sure, but hey, I sure like the way it looks. Alright, just going to pull out into the road again. Looking good. Okay, we're in first gear, so we're just crawling. Second. I'm going to skip a few gears here as well. If you're driving unladen, you can just start off in the second range, which is basically gear 7 onwards. Oh, tumbleweeds. Make this thing scream. So basically this truck makes about 1,000 Newton meters of torque in the new money, from about 1800 RPM. So you don't want to rev past about 2000 RPM. But I believe these were 2-stroke engines. I'm not have to confirm that, but I believe there were 2 strokes. So they sound a lot faster than what they're actually revving. There's a few little gauges on the dash. You've got the pyrometer and stuff like that, I believe, or is that on the other dash? I think that's on the other dash. You know what? I think I just realized something. We are going the wrong way. Okay, we're gonna have to make a U-turn. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was too smitten with the truck. Okay, so there looks like an area up ahead where I can turn around, but looking at the overlay there, it's actually 7 PM, so in the evening. So rather than drive at night time, you guys won't get to see anything. I think there's a rest stop here, and I've never tried rest stops before. I've only stopped at hotels in this game so far, so I'm not sure how this is going to work. I'm just going to turn in here real quick. Just let me fiddle with the gears. Whoops. Just want to make sure I get the ranges right, otherwise you stall the engine. Look at those light shafts as well coming through the window on the side there. Lovely. Okay, let's have a break for the night in the game and resume tomorrow morning. Taking that landscape. Okay, so we're up bright and early. It's 5:30 in the morning. I think it's going to be a good time now to get going. We'll have the whole day ahead of us to do some exploring. And yeah, so although a lot of this looks like Euro Truck Sim from a playability and mechanic point of view, there have been some improvements. You've got cop cars now and things like that. I'm not really going to go too much into the game itself. I just wanted to have a bit of fun with this truck, showcasing American Truck Sim. I suppose there's a lot of other videos out there that will show you about American Truck Simulator in much more detail. But I will say I'm enjoying it very much so far. It only comes with 2 trucks stock in the game, and so this is just a mod truck, so I've got 3 trucks, I guess you could say, now in this game. There's only 2 regions, Nevada and California, I believe. Hope I'm getting that right. But there are going to be DLCs that actually give you further regions and probably trucks as well. I just find the modern trucks that come with this game are just a little bit soulless, so whee, there's more tumbleweeds. That's why I thought I'd give this truck a bit of a run. And it's a cool truck anyway, so I think it fits better in American Truck Sim than Euro Truck Sim, so... Oops, just missed the shift there. So I like the GPS on the dash there that's been added on. Just running over some more tumbleweeds. Just going to downshift because we have to hang a right here. Okay, just going to swing around to the right. Oops, forgot my indicator. Sorry, mate. Okay, let's roar up this hill. And up the highway we go. I think this truck's got about 3... Whoa. What's going on here? You crazy, mate. There's someone coming. Oh my... Oh, God. You never know what you see out on the open road. I don't know about you, but this truck just reminds me of that Steven Spielberg movie so much. It's just oozing nostalgia, I guess you could call it. I could probably pretty safely say this is probably the only truck I'd drive in this game, almost. Unless they came out with some more old-time trucks. Okay, we're going to hang a left here. This is a stop sign, but I'm just going to roll through it. There's no one around. Just working my way down the ranges. 7th gear, I think. 8th gear, 9, 10, 11, 12, and so on. I'm not going to count all the way to 18. So with the G27 H-shifter, this really works well. And you can miss shifts and stuff like that, grind gears, whatnot. I had a bit of damage on it before. The transmission was damaged, so one of the gears wouldn't engage, and my engine kept stalling as well, because I think I had some engine damage too. So I'm just going to be a little bit reckless on the road here, because I'm driving the Duel truck, so I think I'm allowed to be a little bit reckless. Oops. If I come upon any red cars, maybe I'll let them pass and see if I can recreate the scenes from the movie. Just roaring up the highway here. Doing almost 50 miles an hour. That speedo is a little bit off as well, so it's probably more like 45 or 47. And just looping along. No, that's not going to work. Really revving this engine now. This hill. You see the traffic behind me is just like, can you please hurry up? Limits down some of these roads are quite high as well, looking at about 70-80 miles an hour, so this truck will probably comfortably do about 60 miles, probably 50 to 60 miles an hour with a load on back. So the movie definitely, I heard that in the movie the truck was quite heavily modified anyway, to allow it to speed. But I also know, also think, well, I do know, I think, let me try that again. I'm pretty sure they sped up the film in the movie as well, to make the truck look like it was going faster than it actually was. None of that going on here. Bearing down on 70 miles an hour now. Just on the shoulder there, on purpose, I think. Taking the racing line, and going to downshift. Doing about 2200 RPM. Back to 2000 RPM. And I believe we've got a turn coming up. Yes, we've got a left turn. Or do we? I'm not sure anymore. Wish I paid more attention on that map earlier. GPS, let me just quickly check. Sorry guys. No, gotta keep going straight. So I've got a bit of a grade coming up. No way I'm going to be chasing any red Valiants up here, that's for sure. Going to get into a comfortable gear. Okay, that didn't go very well. I missed the shift and yeah, I lost all my momentum. So here I am on the hill, trying to speed back up the hill. Doing about 15 miles an hour. Just going through the gears. It does take a bit of getting used to having two ranges there. And they're basically bound to two different buttons on the G27. So especially when you're downshifting, You have to know which button to push so that you don't go from like 13th gear all the way into like 4th or something, because then you'd overspeed the absolute heck out of the engine, which you don't want. So yeah, you got to know which range button to push, especially when you're downshifting, to ensure that you go from, say, 12th gear or 13th gear back to 12 and not back to like 6 or something. But yeah, those of you who've got a G27 are probably familiar with this anyway. But yeah, it does take a bit of thought driving this, having 18 gears and having the clutch as well, which is pretty cool. So it's not just a matter of accelerate and steer. No Xbox controllers here either. Love that horn as well. Pretty sure that's how it was in the movie too. Bearing down about 55. I drive 55. There's someone behind me there. What an awesome mod, awesome truck. I think it's got a wider nose though than the one in the movie, so there were probably some variations there. I'm not too sure, to be honest. I have to look it up, but I do know this is the Peterbilt 351, not the 281 that was featured in the movie though. And this is just the stock engine in the game as well. You can actually upgrade the engine in the game, but not really interested in doing that because this engine just sounds so rugged and so awesome. That staccato from the exhaust is just fantastic. Just barreling around these corners here at 60 miles an hour at least. Bearing down 70 here. See what we can do. No one coming the other way. Racing line. Ooh, try the same here. Come on. Whoa. The driving wheels on the right hand side must have lifted there for a second, so you heard that increase in RPM as they lost traction. That is pretty cool. It's downshifting here. Ah yes, we're officially in Nevada now. I love these wide open expanses. Don't mind me, I'm just driving like the truck driver in Duel, perhaps. Maybe this is him before he went crazy. His truck wasn't so rusty and dirty, and still shiny, and still hadn't lost his mind completely. Red Valiant's nowhere to be seen, so yeah. This is Duel before Duel happened. It's funny, this is actually a Peterbilt, and there are Peterbilt dealers in the initial release of the game. But the mod creator unfortunately assigned this truck as a Kenworth, so you can only buy this truck from a Kenworth dealership, which is a bit of a shame, but it's not that big a deal, to be honest. Going up a slight grade. Ooh, what's that I see in the back? There's a red car behind me. I might try something. Let this red car pass and see if I can recreate the scene from the movie Duel. Okay, let's go! Got it floored, believe it or not. Come on, gotta catch this guy, he's gone. There's a T-junction up ahead, he's gonna turn... I think he's gonna turn left. Haha, that's the way I'm going as well. There's no way I'm gonna stop here. Oops. Wrong gear, wrong gear. Come on. That's a better gear. Come on, I'm gonna catch this guy. I'm gonna make him pay. Oh no, I'm doing about 40 miles an hour, and he's off into the sunset already. Yeah, this truck needs a bit more power if I'm going to be recreating scenes from that movie. Damn you! I think I can see a slight red dot in the distance there. Oh, there's a cop car behind me as well. This is definitely not turning out like the movie. Doing about 50 miles an hour. Oh well. We're within the city limits now, so too bad. Maybe for my next video I'll see if I can soup this truck up, give it some upgrades, and see if I can chase some red cars maybe. Maybe. So yeah, we're here in Tonopah. I think that's how you say it, Tonopah. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pull in at a service station and call it a day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I didn't want to make it too long. Just wanted to give you a quick taste of American Truck Sim. It's only $20 on Steam, and there's going to be a lot of updates to it, I'm sure, in the future. Get yourself the game, get yourself this truck, get yourself a G27 if you don't already have one, or a G29, and have some fun. I'm going to be hauling some freight with this truck, that's for sure. Thanks for watching all, and catch you next time.